Are you ready to travel back to the time of King Tutankhamun? Well, I'm joined by Mark Locke, the creative producer at Beyond King Tut, the immersive experience. Welcome, Mark. Thank you so much for coming on the set. You had me at your house, now I'm bringing you back to mine.
And good to be in your house. I was a little worried that I might have to do this alone after watching the first segment, that you'd make it through.
Yeah, no, we're here.
You seem to be in one piece.
I was in protective gear. I'm okay.
That's true.
So how have you been, man?
Doing good. We're so excited. We've extended again the exhibition over at the NOCO Center. I know, all the way through January 7th now.
That's amazing.
And celebrating something pretty special this weekend.
Yeah,
so,
that's cool.
yeah.
Okay, so tell the folks who have never been to Beyond King Tut, the immersive experience. Can you tell them what they're gonna, get involved in?
Yeah, most of your audience may be familiar with immersive Van Gogh, immersive Monet, these amazing projection shows that surround you with the art of these artists. Well, I think this may be the next step, what we're doing.
I would agree.
You've seen it, I know. Immersive King Tut, the most famous Egyptian king of all time.
Right.
We've taken the immersive concept, the big projection, but also are telling a story. 9 different galleries that walk you through the story of the discovery, and then also into the large immersive room that you see there on your screen.
That is so cool. All right, so what's the significance about the anniversary of the discovery of King Tut's tomb?
This Saturday, it was 101 years ago that Howard Carter, the British archaeologist, made the greatest archaeological discovery of all time.
Yeah.
There had never been an intact tomb, meaning the things that were put inside over 3,300 years ago were still there.
Untouched.
Untouched.
Wow.
And when he pushed through the wall, because he'd been looking for years, and when he pushed through the wall, this sealed wall, and he inserted an electric torch, a flashlight basically, and someone said, "Can you see anything?" And he said, "Yes, wonderful things."
Oh, yeah.
Well, all the gold, all the things that King Tut was to take into the afterlife were still there. And that's why we talk about a king that may have gotten lost in the pages of history. He wasn't a significant king.
Right.
He wasn't somebody that we were going to talk about.
Right, because didn't they essentially try to strike him from the record, so to speak?
Well, he just wasn't. There were some controversial things he did.
Yeah.
His father was very well known, Akhenaten. He changed the worship system from many gods to one god. And when he was gone, and this 9-year-old boy king took the throne, the elders kind of said, that didn't really work out so good. We advise you do this. So, but we talk about him today because of this discovery, and we're celebrating at the exhibit this weekend, 101 years ago.
That's so cool. All right, so can you tell us any more about promotions that are taking place in November?
Yes. Well, first of all, the celebration this weekend, regular hours, go to the website, beyondkingtut.com. Also in November, Veterans Day weekend, the 10th through the 12th, for veterans, get in free. The next weekend, right? Yeah. Exactly. We thank our veterans all the time at the exhibit and in our lives, I know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, the 17th through the 19th of November, teachers are in free.
Nice! All my teacher friends!
Thank you to the teachers. We've had so many school groups go through and with their classes. And speaking of school groups, 6th graders, for the rest of the run of the exhibition, get in free because you're studying ancient Egypt in 6th grade with your an adult that's with you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
that is so cool.
Yeah.
That is so, and it really is very immersive. I mean, these rooms that you guys have built or created are phenomenal. And then at the end that you walk through, then there's a VR experience, and
the VR is fun, right?
Yeah, right. So watch folks do that is amazing. And then this knucklehead is just as the thing goes up and around. It is so cool. You have got to check that out. So can you give us one more time, what's the website so folks can get the information? BeyondKingTut.com.
And all the information's there. Like I said, we've extended, which is amazing. We're at the NOCO Center in the North Core, a space that is amazing for somebody that designs exhibitions. Incredible ceiling space. This exhibition has toured now some of the great cities in the world, including Jacksonville.
That's right.
And I've never had a better space to work in. So very excited about extending and still being here in Jacksonville.
That is so cool. Thank you so much for joining me today, man. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much for having us out at King Tut. You do need to make sure that you check that out. And so, you remember